Welcome, welcome. Alright, so welcome to our New York stream. Alright, I'll be looking at a few pairs. We'll start basically analyzing gold. Alright, as our usual. Alright, so for gold, I've actually marked out a demand area here, but I did not take this trade yet, as I'm waiting for it to tap into the lower supply level, right? I'm waiting for it to tap in between these two blue lines here. Alright, it has a very minor tap in here, right? If you can see, right here, but I'm not looking to take any entries yet. I will let it see if it will ride a little bit more further down, right, before I take an entry. Alright, so Euro AUD, I actually took a trade just now about here, this level, right, and I've gotten about 30 pips from it, right, and I've taken partial, I've set break even, and unfortunately it has hit my break even. Alright, so we'll wait for a possible entry again if it's possible, because right now I think Euro AUD, from what I'm seeing basically on the 15-minute, right, as my big time frame here, on the 15-minute basically I'm looking to see that the price is dumping, right, but there is a possibility that the price is not respecting this downtrend, and it might reverse back to the top. So if it reverses, then we will look for a buy. Alright, CHF JPY, I was actually wanting to release this signal, right, but the price did not come back to where I intended it to be, about this level here, right. I have this change of character, if you guys can see. Just let me change this to, alright. Alright, if you guys can see here, right, this is where I mark my change of character, right. So the price, basically this candle took the break, right. I was waiting for this to retrace back at least to this level here, where I will have my entry with a stop of 14 pip, a tight stop, and risk to reward about 1 to 3.27. Price did not reach back and it just dumped all the way, so I actually cancelled this. I've cancelled this order, and hence that is why I did not release this to you guys. But we'll see if there's a different opportunity. The price has came back to this demand supply area twice already, right? Once it came here, rejected at this level, broke below, rejected again, right? Didn't respect this downwards movement, retraced back, went above this high, right? And then created this change where I took this entry. I wanted to take this entry actually. It did not give me the opportunity. Alright, so we'll wait for a possible setup if given. Alright, we'll see if it comes again. Alright, as for NZD JPY, I actually missed out on this trade. Right, I took a trade somewhere about this level, right? But when I took the trade, actually I did not I doesn't have a solid confirmation, so hence when the price was in profit, I closed it. So when it came to this level here, I did not actually look at this level, right? So the price actually hit my TP about 1 to 3.8, right? Only about 6 pip stop, right? Did not manage to snatch this trade. Right now we'll be looking for sells as well, all right, because we have this break here. Price has traced back to the 50 on my fifth, and I'm basically waiting about this area between these two blue lines, all right. So if I were to say it would be somewhere here, right? Somewhere in this box here, right? As soon as the price taps this zone, I will look for some opportunity to actually short this pair, right? So Euro AUD, I have a short done already. If a possible entry comes again, we might be taking it. CHF JPY as well, I'm looking for shorts. NZD JPY, I'm looking for shorts. As for gold, I'll be looking to take a buy as soon as price steps into my lower demand area. All right. As soon as price steps in, then I'll be looking for a buy in my demand area. All right. So this is the first step in. Right. The second step in would be somewhere here if we are seeing something like this. Right. Something like this. Okay. So this is a long, Euro AUD is a short, CHF JPY short, and NZD JPY short. AUD JPY. So AUD JPY, I was actually looking for shorts also, right, about this level. Right, it did not give me the opportunity, broke below. Right, so my new zone would be from here to here. Right, this would be my new zone. Okay, so I'll be waiting for price to come back to this supply level here, basically in these two blue lines here. Alright, as soon as price steps in, we'll look for some possibility for shorts. Right, Euro JPY, okay, we have a newer break. Just give me a minute. Alright, so we currently will have something like this. This pair as well will be looking for shorts, yeah. Alright, we have a tap in on this level, right, on the 0.618, between the 618 and also the 786 level. Alright, we also do have this, basically this supply level, right, even though it's out of the 61.8 here, but the price has stepped in above, right? So if you're going to be very aggressive, the price has already left if you were to be aggressive, right? Which means we're looking like you know, maybe these two candles here and gulf, right? You get in somewhere here, right? Your stops here, right? And TP all the way down, right? It has already left. But I'm not going to be that aggressive, all right? I just want to take it slow because as we know, today is Monday, right? A new week, okay? New day for us to actually get some opportunities, right? And on a Monday, I would like to take it slow. So right now, I want to see prices actually breaking below here, right? It might be too late already if we take this entry, right? We are probably looking at about a 16 pips drop, right? To break below this level. Right, as soon as price breaks this level, I will look for a possible entry. You know, for example, if the price were to go something like this, right, breaks here, pulls back, right, I'll be looking for shorts back to this level, right? So if I were to take a short, I'll be looking at something like this. I'll pull a fib, right, and then I'll be taking my short somewhere about this level here, at 618 level, right, with my stops above here and my TP about here. Right, so you get about 1 to 2.61 risk to reward ratio. Right, so you're looking at something like this. Alright, just a brief example. Alright, so for Euro JPY, I'll also be looking for shorts as well. Okay, so we'll just wait a little while more to see how the price plays out. All right, AUD USD. The price barely tapped into my supply level, right? It barely tapped in, just half a pip, right? Just half a pip. We'll wait for more confirmations before we actually take a trade for AUD USD. Right, and right now we have about 4 more minutes before this 15-minute candle close. I'll be looking probably that this is a break here, right? I'm seeing that this could be a possible break. Right, so just let me mark this out. Right, something like this I'll be seeing. Right, we'll come back to this to see if this is going to really break in about 3.5 more minutes. Right. Euro USD, basically I use my 4 hour. Alright, it's pretty big, the range, right? So basically I'll be waiting back to this level. This will be my demand area where I'll be taking a buy. Alright, we'll wait to see the price tapping back to this level first before we actually hop in. Alright, but right now I will not be taking any sells from here back to the downside. Right, I will just be looking for buys, right? Because if I'm looking at my chart here, right, we have this movement downwards, right? And then this level is start to change and move upwards, right? So I'll be looking for buys as soon as this price drop back below here. Alright. As for NZD USD, this has gone to TP, right? Which I've said last week, we did not have the opportunity to actually hop in. Basically, the chart did not give us that opportunity, right? So I want this to break above before we actually hop in for a buy, right? But it will be on a different range based on this, right? JPP, JPY, we have this step in, right? But I'm using my hour 4. Right, so which means if my hour 4 I'm looking at this, I will need a change in the market structure, right, which is fairly high, right, right. As soon as price taps this level, I will then pull my fib, see how far it went, bounce back to the 618 here. That's where I'll look for the buy, right? This is based on the 4-hour chart, right? Alright, so GBP AUD, I'll be looking for sells. I'm just waiting for the price to tap in at this level. Alright. GBP AUD, it will be a sell. I'm waiting for a tap in. But this is on the hour 4 as well. Yeah. If I'm on the minute 15, on the minute 15, what you see is an uptrend, right? Because you have this high, low, right? And then you have this low, it's high, you have this low, high, right? And then all of a sudden here it changed, right? It has a higher high here, right? This one did not create a lower low, instead it created a higher low, and this is a higher high, right? So it's an uptrend, but on GBP AUD, basically my hour 4, I'm looking to actually take a buy, sell, right? So what we see on the minute 15 are basically these candles, right? Moving up, it's an uptrend. Right, so I'll be looking for sales about this level. I'll mark out my supply level about here. Right, so as soon as price taps my supply level, that's where then I will look at the chart closely to take some opportunity. Right, as soon as price taps the 618 level, it's where I will have to be aware of what's happening. And as soon as it taps in my supply, that's where I'll be ready to look for some market structure. Right. USD CAD, hour 4 as well. I'm also looking for shorts, alright? So this will be a long wait, right? It's going to be a long wait. Probably will happen in this week. We'll see if we can get a trade out of this. Alright, GBP USD on the hour 4, we don't have anything, right? Because it has already, if you can see clearly, it broke out and it never returned, right? basically here also did not return, so I can't determine that this is my new high. Right, but looking on the 15, on the 15 it's uptrend, right? We may be able to see something. Right now, I'll be seeing something like this. Price broke below, came back, dumped. Right, so if you want to see how clear it is, look at this 618 level, rejected, right? Basically at this supply level, right? Rejected, broken this low, but this is not a very nice structure that we want to see. Alright, if it's a nicer structure, you'll basically see something like this, right? Breaks below, comes back, and then dumps, right? You'll see something like this. So, but for this one, what we see is basically, we see this move up, came back down, shot higher, broke below here, and if it comes back here, it's not a very good entry already, right? So, we'll just skip GBP USD for now. We'll see how this is going to react first, alright? Alright, so I've done all the bookmark ones here, alright? We'll look at other pairs if it's, since we have time, alright? I've only done for 17 minutes live, right? So we'll look at other pairs to see if there's a possible entry that we can get, alright? So basically we see all these big moves here, right? It will be a bit difficult for you to determine your chart. So for me, Euro CHF, I'll be looking at the hour 4. Which I have this level here. Right, so on the hour 4, we need to see this level being broken. Right now, this is only just a wick, right? A break means the candle body should be solid, breaking above, right? But this is only the wick, so we'll ignore these shadows here. Right? But right now, this price is nowhere near where you want to take a buy, right? Moving on to AUD and ZACD. Let me take a look on the 15. So we have this change in the market structure here. And then we also have a break above here, right? Basically, this is another change, right? I'll be using this high here. Right, so between these two highs, this is my lowest. We also have another break then. So I'll be moving this back to a newer low here. I'll be using this. And right here, if you can see, this also to me it considered as a break. Alright. And we have this break then. Now the market has started to move downwards. Basically, this will be our new low. Price breaks below. So now we can really see where our price point that we will be looking at, right? Right, and we have this break, so this will be our new low. Alright, so for AUD exactly on the 15th, we basically will be waiting for some sort of retracement. Alright. Alright, so right now the price is here, alright, at this level. So we will be waiting for some sort of retracement before we actually take a position, right? So I have right now something like this being drawn out, alright. We'll see if it stops here and it retraces, then this would be my supply level. Alright, this is going to be my supply level here. Okay, I'll be looking at these levels to take a shot. Alright, so AUD exactly will be a shot. Alright, GPP, CHF, based on what we see, if we zoom out, right, it's an uptrend, right? So it's pretty obvious that we can see that definitely you have a change of character here moving downwards, right? And then this will be your high, or this is your high, it broke above again. So this is your range, right? A pretty huge one. But I'm just looking based on here, this level, right? Which then makes my zone here. My range will be here to here, which is a buy range, right? So the price has respected at this level, which is a 618, right? 618 to 782, 786 here, right? Rejected above, right? I did not take this trade because I wasn't looking at GBP CHF as much because the spread is quite huge, right? It's about 2 to 3 pips with the broker that I'm using. So I try to avoid pairs that have a very huge spread. Alright, same goes for the AUD CHF as well. AUD CHF, we can see that it's definitely moving towards the downside. Let's look at the 15, then it will be clearer. Alright, we just continue from where we left off here. Alright, this is my low. Alright, I don't have a retracement. Right, so then I have this low. This is a break. Back to this level. And we have a change of market structure here. Okay, we can see price rejected. This is definitely a 618 to 786 level. Okay. Okay, and then we have this change in the market as well. Alright, and I have this smaller retracement at this level. And we have a break as well. Then mix it here. At this level. So if you actually do your analysis right every day, then you will basically know where you need to look closely at, right? Like I actually stopped doing analysis for AUD CHF, right? So I just continue basically about this level here, which is early of March, right? So right now I'll just resume where I left off. Right, so it is actually a little bit simpler as I can see where the market is heading to, right? So most probably, I think from what I'm analyzing right here, I think at the end I'll be looking for shorts because of this movement here, right? Right, like I've said, this is a change in the market structure, moving towards the downside. This will then be my new low. So I'm going to use a fib in about this level. This will be my supply. Right, I also have this level here. Right, so this will be my supply on the 50 minutes. Just give me a minute here. Alright. Right, sorry, yeah, I'm back, I'm back. Alright, so let's just continue where we left off. So AUD CHF, I'll be looking for shorts as well. Okay. NZD CHF. You guys can actually take a screenshot of the pairs that I've analyzed. Right? Then you can also just look back on why did I mark it out at that specific level. Right? You will understand if you actually join my live often, right? Then you will know actually why I did so at that specific level, why I did my zone at that level. Right. So if you like look at NZD CHF, right, it actually respected like how I drew it to be, right? It came down, right? And a very small retracement here, broke below, broke above this level, came back but did not tap in at this level here, right? So if you were to see how far it has went, right, about here, right? So if you're entering at the 618, it actually tapped and just left. But all this happened last week, right? So I actually did not take this trade. Right, so if this is where you took the trade last week, right? Let's just say you take an entry at this level. Your stops is about here, and your TP is at this level, this high here, right? You are already up by 1 to 2 already, right? So, but I did not take this trade because I did not have a confirmation last week, and then I decided not to look at and this CHF is because of the spread as well. Okay, so hence why I ignored this pair. All right. But nonetheless, for this CHF, we'll wait and see if a possible entry will occur. Right. Basically, what I meant by that, if this price were to tap in back to this level, well, this level has been tapped. If it tapped to this level here, this zone bounce back, right? If it rejected back to this level, I can also take a buy at this level to bounce it back. Right. So basically, I would be needing this level and also this level. All right. So something like that. All right. 1 minute, yeah. Alright, sorry for the inconvenience. Alright, so exactly CHF, I will be looking for buys, right? Because this level, basically this demand area and this demand area hasn't been tapped in yet, right? After this massive, basically after this break above this high here, right? After this break, right? The price did not actually mitigate this demand and also this demand, right? So I'll be looking for buys at these two levels. Right, so this is something that I won't be using anymore. Right, I'll just pull a fib so that I know why I marked it there. All right, basically this is where you can see it's below the 50, below the 618, in between 618 and also 786. Right, so I won't be using this final zone here. I'll just be focusing at this level here. All right, so exactly CHF would be a buy. All right, look at CAD CHF. CAD CHF, I marked this 2 weeks back or 3 weeks back, I think. Right, I'll only be using the zone in this level here. All right, basically anything in between the 618 and the 786 would be my demand area. Right, I marked this I think 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so I'll be using this level. All right. GPP and ZD, this will be my 15 minute. have this break above here, and then we have this break below. Which then makes this our new low, right? And eventually it broke up above as well at this level. Alright. It did a small retracement and broken above. Alright, so we will be seeing a downwards movement. Alright. It should be here. We do see continuous movement towards the downside. Just give me a minute while I mark out all the things that I'm seeing. So right now we are looking at a downwards momentum. Alright, a downwards market, right? So I'll mark out where I'll be looking for sales about this level. Right, if this is gonna break below, then we will have a newer range, alright, for GBP and ZD. So GBP and ZD will be something that I'll be looking for sales. Alright. Is there any pairs that you guys would like to look closely on? If yes, just type into the chat box, alright? Right, let me just look back on gold. Alright, so gold has already tapped into a much clearer tap in this level here. Alright. Just let me mark out. Okay. Alright, so for AUD/JPY we may have something newer. For AUD/JPY it will be risky if you're gonna hop in. So I will avoid hopping in at the moment. Alright, I will avoid this pair at the moment. I'm not gonna hop in. I'll just leave it as it is. I'll let it create a nicer structure. Right, because we can see that the market opened today, right? It dumped and then it has been ranging ever since here. Right, and this structure is not as nice as we want it. Right? If it's something like this or something like this, right, we may be able to hop in, right? But this is not something that I will take. Right? Because we have like long wicks and small bodies and just candles around here. Right? And then broke below, broke below and retraced the huge fat candle. So I'm not gonna take something like this here. Alright. Looking at Euro/JPY, we have this break here. Right, but this is something that we might not get a very good risk to reward ratio. So let's let me check to see how it is. It's very close to the 50 feet. Right, and back to this low is about 1 to 2.7, right? Okay. I might be placing a sell limit here. Just give me a moment. Alright, I'll be placing a sell limit. I'm just gonna risk half of what I usually risk. Alright. So basically this entry is based on basically SMC. Right? We see all this movement going downwards, right? we have this break, it retraces back above the 50, tap into my supply level, right? So what I did was I was waiting for a change of character about at this level, because this was the newest low that it has created, right? It has managed to break below. Right now, I put a fib, something like this, right? But this I might have to trail, I might have to readjust the entry again, right? Because if this is going to continue moving downwards, then my entry level will be different, right? Supposedly it's here, it's right now at this level here. Right? If it goes lower, I have to pull it lower and lower and lower and lower, right? We'll see how further on it will go. If it continues to drop, then I will have to readjust my sell limit again. But anywhere from the 618 and the 786 level, it's fine for entry. Right? Basically what I mean is these levels here. Right? My entry here is a 618. This is 786. Anything in between the 618 and the 786, it's fine for me. Alright? But I just want to see how far this is going to continue to dump. If this is going to dump further, then if let's say it's going to dump like somewhere around here, then there's no point for me to just hold my sell limit, right? Because if it stopped here and it retraced back, the possibility of this moving upwards is very high, right? So I will see how this is going to play out, right? Euro AUD, I've taken partial set BE, like I said, already hit my break even. A second entry for this is possible, but it will be very risky, right? Because we have like a minor change of character at this level, right? So if you take a sell, it will be probably about this level here, right? Stops about here. I'm going to give a buffer of 3 pip. And my TP is back all the way to this low, right? So something like this, about 1 to 7, almost 1 to 8, right? We'll see if a second entry is possible. Okay, CHN JPY, probably this is not going to return, right? I'm going to see this dump further. Alright, NZD JPY is something that has already triggered and left. Okay, have a newer zone, which is this level right now. We want this to be triggered, then we can take a sell. AUD JPY, like I've said, I'm going to avoid this pair for now because of this structure here. Alright, as for AUD USD, I'm assuming that this is my low. So we have something like this. Right, we are waiting for this 618 and 786 level to be triggered. Euro USD is basically based on my hour 4. Right, it's still a long way to go. NZD USD, we are waiting for it to break. GBP JPY at this level, but when it reaches this level, we want to see a retrace back to the lower end before we take the buy. No, I think I'll just refine it. Right, I won't be using this level. I'll be using this specific one instead. Alright, this will be for GBP JPY on the hour 4. GBP AUD, this is my hour 4 as well, at this level. USD CAD as well. This level here. GBP USD will be a 15 minute. Alright, we have a break. Right, so right now we need to see how low this is going to go. Right, the lower it goes, the better it is. So we have a much bigger range and a much more better opportunity for us. Right now it's just something like this. Right, and for NZD USD would be on my hour 4 as well. It's something that basically we will have to wait for a break. All right. So I'm gonna hop in back to Euro JPY. Because I need to monitor this as I've already set a sell limit. Right. Right. So right now we have this low, the new low that it has created here. We want to see a retracement. All right. At least back to this level here before this continues to dump. So our stop is only 12.6, about 13 pip stop. Alright, we are using about a 1 to 2.7 risk to reward ratio. Right, so we'll see how this goes. We'll leave it as it is right now. If there's a need to cancel the order, I will definitely let you guys know in my channel. Alright, so please feel free to hop into my channel here. Alright. Goal, I'll be waiting for this level here to be broken. I'll just set an alarm. Right. Alright, alert's been set. We'll just then focus on Euro JPY for now. Alright, please feel free to hop into my channel here. Alright. Because I'll be updating this trade in my channel if there's a need to cancel this trade. Alright. Please feel free to hop into my channel here. Alright. It's free. So we don't do any charges or whatever. We just give educations. We do live every day on the New York stream, Monday to Friday. It's a guaranteed live stream, alright, and we will release signals and everything, alright. So feel free to hop into our channel. Guide you guys from there, alright. And if this Euro JPY trade will have to be cancelled, I will cancel it, alright. And as for gold, I will just let it to hit my alert before I hop in back to look at gold, alright. So if you guys want the signal for gold, please hop into my channel and you will receive it there later. Do you guys have anything that you don't understand, or any pairs that you want me to look at, a much more detailed analysis? Feel free to just type into the chat box, alright? On Twitch, hello. Welcome to the stream. So right now I'm waiting for Euro JPY to retrace, but if this is going to dump further, I will cancel the order, because then there's no point for me to hold the sell limit anymore. Right? If you guys would like, you can actually move your entry to this level here, which is at a 160.549. Right? You can move it there if you want, but I will stay at where I've placed just now, right? Because my risk and everything has been calculated. If I want to re-entry again, I have to cancel this order, then I have to re-enter at a newer price. Right, but I will leave it as it is because it's above the 618, and basically it's between the 618 and so the 786 fifth level, right? Right. So Euro JPY is looking pretty good. It's retracing, right? I just remove this so it's cleaner, right? Right, 15-minute candle has closed, a new one will be opening. Alright, so this looks good. Alright, this retracement. Right, which means my fib from this level to this level here, right? It's still in basically the 618 and the 786 is still in between this box here. Alright? So it's okay for me. So I'll still hold my sell limit. Alright, but if this is continue, let's just say this candle now is going to dump all the way, right? Then there's no point for me to hold it, right? If it's going to reject, it will reject right now, right? If it's going to dump, it's going to dump, right? So we'll just see how this goes. If you guys are not in my channel, please hop into my channel and I'll update you guys of this trade later on to see how it goes, especially for gold as well, right? Because for gold, we do see that there's a possibility that the price will tap this level, break above, retrace, and just shoot higher. Right, so this one I will be seeing for gold and Euro JPY as well. Right, I'll update you guys on this trade in my channel. So please feel free to hop into my channel. Alright, and basically I'll be ending my live. Alright, and I'll see you guys tomorrow Alright, as well for the New York session as well. Alright, so don't forget to hop into my live tomorrow, and I'll see you guys then. Alright, so thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you soon. Thank you and bye bye.